Okay, here we are on Adobe Express. This is very similar to Canva, so whichever one you feel more comfortable with. You're going to go up here to start. No, sorry. You are going to go to create a video. We're on this create tab. We're going to create a video. The panel looks very similar to the Canva panel. You can search for a specific video, or you can just start from a blank slide. I am just going to start from a blank slide to show you what it looks like. So we are going to go ahead and add content. We will click on media, and I am going to add a beach scene. So I am going to type in beach. And I'm gonna, actually you could do a photo or a video. So I'm gonna do a video just because it gives a little more motion here. Let's go ahead and do this one. And that puts it in as a full backdrop. And down here you have the video layer. And then just like in Canva, we're gonna add things on top of that. I'm gonna close this for now. So we're going to go ahead and add, and I am going to add some elements on my, well, some pictures on my beach scene. So I'm going to do a sunbathe, and let's go ahead. I'm not going to do a video. We're going to do a photo, and I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to, you could either add it as a scene in a sequence, which means it'll put it afterwards, or you can add on top of the layer, which I want. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and make that smaller. Then when you click on this, you can go over here to remove background, just like we did in Canva, and then you will get just the front of the lady without the beach behind her. It looks a little weird, but that's okay. So that is our sunbathing. Then we'll come back over here, add content, and I am going to put a sand, oops, let's do a beach pail. And I'm going to go, actually I'm going to do these kids playing on the beach because that's what I want to talk about. Add as a layer. I'm going to click on them. Yeah, I think you have to click off first and then click back on them. Remove background. Hopefully we still get the sand castles. Sometimes it takes away too much of the picture. Yeah, see, it's kind of weird. So you'd have to play with that, but I'm just going to leave it now just so you kind of get an idea. And finally, I am going to add somebody running on the beach. Running on beach. And let's take this man. We're going to add it as a layer. Click off of it. Click back on him. Oh, some of them you cannot remove the background. So this is one that you will not be allowed to move the background. So I don't want him. So I'm just going to delete him. And we'll try a new one. Let's do the dogs. Click on them. Remove background. There we go. So we'll make our kids a little smaller. Okay, so just like on Canva, you guys will see down here, everything is going to come in at one time because they're all set at the same left side. So let's say I want the dogs to come in a little bit later because that's the last thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to put them here, and they're not going to come in until that section. So see, here's your little task, and there's the dogs. The kids, I'm going to move about like that. And I think that's good. So let's go back to our dogs. If you would like, you can click on the dogs, you can edit, and you can do some other things like you can adjust some different things, auto enhance. We can animate them as well. That's how they come in. So for example, a wobble. Yeah, I like that. They wobble in. They look like little rag dolls. So there's like a lot of different kind of animations as they come in so that you can set those as well. You can also do some effects where if you want to change their colors or some things like that. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead. I have to get this toolbar out of my way. Give me just a second. Okay. We're going to go ahead and add audio. Click on that. I'm going to record a voiceover. I'm going to put my cursor back at the beginning. And then when I hit start recording, it will start. This enhanced speech just makes your speech a little bit better and kind of more clear and professional sounding, but it's still you. Here we go. Nuestro primer lugar es la playa. En la playa uno puede broncearse o también jugar en el sol. Es un buen lugar para caminar a los perros. And then you'll hit click finish recording. It's going to put my recording. Now you'll notice that I recorded a little bit extra time. So I am going to want to get rid of that, or I can elongate my video. So I'm going to go ahead because my recording goes out to here. So I'm going to click this one and I'm going to make this longer. Now my video and my audio line up and I'm going to get rid of that one. Let's play it and see what it sounds like. Now you'll notice that sometimes you might not like how it's all lined up. So I could, for example, my perros came in a little too late. So I'm going to actually just move them over a little bit and then I can try and listen again. You can also end up splitting and changing your sound just like we did on Canva with some of the different tools. Sorry, it's late. Okay. That is all. Take care.